What's up, Libra? Happy birthday to you guys. Finally in Libra season. And I'm already feeling it. I believe we're currently under a Libra moon as well. So you guys are like well into your energy, is what I'm feeling. It feels like you guys are getting things together. Maybe you're organizing. You're just staying balanced. You're trying not to do too much. A lot of you guys are just focusing on your priorities right now. So it just feels like you could be keeping to yourself. So let's see what Spirit says about your current situation. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Libra placements. Alright, you guys have the Strength card, Three of Swords, King of Wands, the Empress, and then you have Temperance here, the Star, and the Three of Cups. Somebody here has like a strong Aquarius placement. This feels like it's your rising is what I'm getting. So somebody here has a strong like Aquarius rising. This may or may not resonate for you. It feels like you guys are being patient about a situation here. Again, it feels like, okay, with that Aquarius there, I'm getting like healing energy, right? It feels like you guys could be taking time to yourselves here. You guys could be patient with yourself right now. There's a lot that you're either healing through or you will be healing through. But it feels like whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to be celebrating soon. It feels like some of you guys could have like maybe stopped going out. Maybe you're not as social as you have been in the past. But I feel like your season's going to bring you this opportunity to just kind of go out and be like a revitalized version of yourself is what I'm getting. So you guys could be going out with friends here soon, especially for your birthday. A lot of you guys are focusing on that. Also, too, you guys could be patient in healing friendships and family situations here as well. And I do see there being victories if that's exactly what you're doing here. It feels like you guys needed a change of perspective. Yeah, see, look, family and friends and stuff. So it feels like you're letting go of a cycle, you're letting something end, and you're welcoming and ushering in new energy when it comes to that, okay? It feels like I'm hearing someone say like, well, I'm older now, which means I'm wiser, so I don't need to be doing petty things. So maybe that's the mindset you have, is that you don't need to be petty, you don't need to hold grudges, you don't need to do any of that, okay? It feels like you guys are just genuinely letting situations die off if they need to here. So you're not even trying to revitalize anything that may have already seen its way out, okay? You guys could be holding back right now. Some of you guys, your current situation, you could be holding back right now from a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With that Strength card, heavy Leo. With that Strength card, Three of Swords, King of Wands. It feels like you could be giving someone here a chance. Like I'm hearing chance after chance is what this feels like. Some of you guys have kids with this individual. But it just feels like you guys are holding back possibly from the inevitable. So if you are currently dating or you're dealing with a fire sign here, it just feels like you love their sense of humor, you love their personality, like you do love this person, but you're kind of avoiding the inevitable, because with that Three of Swords there, it just feels like an ending needs to happen already. But again, it's like you don't really want to pull the trigger on that. So I do see you holding back from like making some sort of decision when it comes to a fire sign here. This could be your father as well. King of Wands, the Empress. It just feels like with that King of Wands just facing that Three of Swords there, it just feels like this individual here is mostly focused on like their own priorities, okay? And so it just feels like this person could just be more focused on the things that they want, not so much like taking any regard for like the things that you may want. As you see, like the King of Wands and the Empress, their backs are turned to each other, where you're more focused on trying to with this feminine energy. Some of you guys could be parents. Like I said, you could have a child with this fire sign, but it just feels like you guys are focused on yourself, right? At this point in time, but it almost feels like a forced like sense of self having to like do that. But, like, again, if you have, like, a family with this person, you are focused on your family. But it just feels like you're being forced to kind of focus on yourself, regardless of what's happening in the situation. So if you're still involved with this individual, or you're currently in the situation, which is the energy for some of you here, or for somebody, I feel like by Scorpio season, you're going to make a decision to either move forward or move away from this energy. And again, I feel like this is something that you've been contemplating for quite some time. 444, as I say that. If you're scared to just kind of move forward on whatever decision you want to make, because it does feel like you want to move away from this energy, it does feel like you're protected at this moment, and you are being intuitively guided as well. So let's see what else. What other current situations you wanted to come out? Yeah, I feel like this is just going forward, or kind of emphasizing what I was already saying. You have the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is my single card. A lot of you guys, your honest truth is you just want to continue, or some of you guys do want to be single with that Nine of Pentacles there. And you just want to keep working. You want to focus on working on yourself here. Especially, like, I feel like someone here has already thought about, I feel like I could do much better with, it's almost like daydreaming is what it feels like. Okay, you've, like, some of you guys could be daydreaming about what it would be like to not be in the situation with somebody. So like by you being by yourself, there's a lot of clarity here. I feel like you guys know that you could genuinely sustain yourselves wherever you are financially. It feels like you do have financial stability here. It feels like you guys work really hard. And again, I see you guys moving towards this energy where, with that Empress, where I was saying that, it feels like she's focusing on herself, outside of, like, family. It just feels like that's the kind of energy that you guys are bringing forward with this. It's like you guys are working hard on yourselves, trying to keep your clarity, trying to find alignment here. It feels like you guys are going to be giving to yourselves here in the near future, with that Lovers card. Some of you guys that are single, you will be meeting a possible Gemini here during Scorpio or Pisces season. Okay, so that's pretty soon. That's around the corner here. All right, let's see what else for you, Libra. What other current situations for Libra, Spirit? What are the other current situations for Libra? For Libra's not in a relationship. Perfect. Libra's not in a relationship. I feel like the reason nothing's really coming out is because it feels like there's like a surprise here. There's something that you shouldn't know about. Now, you guys always get this card. And so I always find that to be amazing. You got the Wheel of Fortune. It was the only card that was willing to come out. And then you have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Swords here. I'm going to take these separately. So the way I see it is with that Knight of Wands, that Two of Wands, and that Queen of Swords here, a lot of you guys need to just make a decision to move forward here. It feels like you guys know exactly where you want to go, what you want to do. I'm hearing you can't make a hoe a housewife, okay? And I'm not trying to be offensive, but that's what it's coming as. Knight of Wands is a player energy, okay? And if you're not dealing with a player, then this is you dealing with the energy of being kind of flaky almost, right? Because Knight of Energy is like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And it just feels like you guys could be a little worried about making forward movement when it comes to the things and situations that you want. But I'm seeing you guys here drawing a line in the sand, okay? There needs to be some sort of boundary that needs to be set with people, places, things. I feel like a lot of you guys, you could be very vocal about your boundaries and your standards and all that stuff. And for some of you, it does feel like some people try to come and play about that energy. But again, I feel like by you guys moving forward in your energy during Libra season, you have the Four of Swords, to the Ten of Swords. I see you cutting that shit out, to be honest. I see you like telling people like where to go, what to do. You know what I mean? So there are endings that are coming in for you. These could be relationships. But after a Ten of Swords, you get a Ten of Cups, okay? And then you go to the Nine of Cups. So as you see, there's like a lot of like hostile energy here with that Knight of Wands, that Two of Wands, and that Queen of Swords. There's like a lot of swords and fire, right? So to me, that's like battle. But then it's like you get rid of whatever that is, and then you're like ushering in beautiful energy here. So you trade the swords and the fire in for cups, for emotions, for fulfillment. And it feels like that's exactly what is coming for you. Now, the reason I wanted to take this separately with that Wheel of Fortune, a lot of your current situations right now, you may feel like you're getting like the short end of the stick when it comes to something. Person, place, or thing, okay? You might not like where you work. Maybe you work too much. Maybe you wish that things were a lot different. I feel like you're going to be given an opportunity during your season here to kind of make things right for yourself, okay? With this Wheel of Fortune here, it does feel like good luck is on your side, and it has been for quite some time, but you guys keep standing in your way. So the more that you learn to have faith, in God, spirit, universe, whatever you truly believe in. If you don't believe in anything, that's fine. But again, it kind of helps to believe in something, because at the end of the day, it's why the wheel isn't turning. Okay, you need to not be so skeptical, or so what's the word? I mean, I guess skeptical is probably going to be the best way to state that. But again, it's like, you can be a realist all you want, and that's fine. But again, you have wonderful things that are wanting to come in for you, but if you continue to just kind of like keep your energy at a halt, because you're not willing to be open-minded and have faith that things are going to work out, and you're working out of fear or lack, then you're not going to get anything. Yeah, as I split the deck, you do have new beginnings that want to come in for you, but again, it is going to require you to have to make a decision to remove yourself from whatever current situations you're in order for you to kind of see the other side. Okay, I'm kind of seeing like a grassy field with like a picket fence. It just feels like where you're at, the grass isn't growing, and you've done more than water it. And so it just feels like on the other side, like I feel like once you get to the other side of the gate, you're gonna see that the pastures are greener, that they are a lot lighter. And I know normally they say like sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side, but this is a different situation. This is specifically for you Libras, where you've put your blood, sweat, and tears into that job, into that person, into that home, into whatever has really got you wanting to make things better for yourself. But it just feels like you could be beating a dead horse here. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Hopefully this helps and resonates. I'll catch you on the next one.